Hello, everybody, and welcome to Comic Time. I am Rainbow Red Panda, and this is Norton without his glasses, and it has been almost a week since the last New Comic Book Day, and this video is very late. But as I said on Twitter, I had reasons for it being late. My two guinea pigs that I have actually both passed away last week, and so that was like a stressful, chaotic, crazy situation. And one passed away on Monday, the next one on Thursday, and I just didn't want to deal with making a video and having to worry about a video and all things video. So you're getting it now. Better late than never, right? I just can't bring myself to skip a week. I could just combine this week with the one that's coming up on Wednesday, but I just can't do that. So there are no cupcakes or anything because I didn't make any because of the whole guinea pig situation. So it's just comics and Norton this episode. So this is the stuff that we got besides the one of the back issues that I got that I took out to read. I can't remember which one it was, but besides that, everything that is in here is stuff that I brought home with me on Wednesday last week. New Comic Book Day was on Batman Day, so everyone's shop did something except for mine. My shop had these things, and so these are the things that I got. They're not anything special or anything. They didn't order any of like the capes or the masks or anything that a lot of the other shops did, but it was okay because I got there at like 5 minutes till close anyway, so I wouldn't have gotten to really enjoy any of it anyway. It's called a job and it sucks, but oh well. So there's a summer/fall portfolio that DC put out. It has like all of the action figures and collectible things and stuff. They have a chess set that's new. The only thing that I really looked through is the Scribblenauts figures. And I have an issue with these Scribblenauts figures. I know that Josh Elder has nothing to do with these, but I'm going to have to talk to him. He writes the Scribblenauts comic. He was on Panel to Panel. And I talk to him sometimes, and I'm going to have to be like, dude, where's the Larfleeze Scribblenaut figure? Because I want one. We talked about Larfleeze a lot in that episode, and there is not a Larfleeze figure. And here's the list of all the figures that there are, though. So I'm excited for these, but I want there to be a freaking Larfleeze one. Like, Larfleeze does not get the attention that he deserves, and that's all I'm going to say. So before I just rant the whole time about that, moving on. There is a Vertigo like free preview booklet that has like all the Vertigo comics that are coming out and things. Here's the Trillium thing. I'm so excited for that. I ordered that just to see how you read it. Like, I have the whole series. I just want to know how you read the big compilation, so I ordered one. And then Batman Comics number 27 was a freebie, so I'm excited for that. I don't read Detective Comics because I'm weird and I'm like the one person in the world that doesn't. Don't be mad at me. And then these are all the new things with one old thing in here. So we have My Little Pony, Friends Forever number 7, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtle Time number 2. I like this series. And then, okay, 2 of these came out, and they're different. They're not different variant covers. They're 2 completely different books. My shop had one, and they're getting the other one soon, hopefully. I know it is on back order, so we'll see when it does come out, but I know that it will be in this eventually. So this is the Doctor Who, the 10th Doctor book. The 11th Doctor also came out the same day. It's actually on the back here. That is the 11th Doctor. So I'm excited to read this and see if I like it. I haven't read any of the Doctor Who comics previously, but I like the covers, so it's all good. Usually if I like a cover, I end up liking the comic, but it's like a cover is what draws me in. If it's like a new comic and I don't know anything about it, if it has an awesome cover, I'm gonna get it. So this is the Twilight Zone number 7. So, ta-da. We have To Go Along with Chaos and Evil Ernie and all of those Chaos comic books. We have Chastity number 1. A lot of these like spin-off comics are going to be coming out soon, so I'm excited because I like all of them. So this is a little freebie thing that I got from my comic shop. It is Rise of the Incarnates. It is a Bandai game Marvel book. I'm not really sure. There's this, and then you flip it over, and that's there. So I'm not really sure how you read this because it is double cover. I guess you open it like this, and then you just read it. It takes place in New York. I see that much, so I'm excited to read that and see what it's about. We have Batman Eternal number 16, which I am caught up on once again. I was a few issues behind, but I am caught up on it again. We have Batman number 33. I believe this is the official post-0 year Batman. I could be wrong. Don't completely quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that it's over, and there we go. So, and it came out, a lot of Batman stuff came out on Batman Day. So I like this cover. I like everything about this cover. I like the art on the inside. I like Greg Capullo. So I'm excited to read it. We have Injustice Year 2, number 8. I'm a few issues behind on this. I've been trying so hard to catch up on stuff, and a lot of the stuff that I need to catch up on is Marvel, and now I'm falling behind in DC things, because that's how that works. So hopefully soon I'll be able to catch up on DC, but I don't read as much DC, so there's not as much to catch up on, so it's a win-win situation in the end. Trinity of Sin, Pandora, number 13. That's out. We have Justice League, Dark, number 33. And of course, Batman's on the cover, because Batman's on the cover of everything. We have the 100th anniversary of the Avengers, because everything is having an anniversary this year, it feels like. If it's a comic book, there's an anniversary waiting to happen. We have All New Dupe number 4. This is a 5-part series, so it is ending soon if you are reading it and don't like it or whatever. I'm, I think, 2 issues behind in this. I've read 1 and 2, but I haven't read 3, and then this is 4. So I'm 2 issues. I need 2 issues to read, so we'll see. And then the Original Sin stuff. I have a ton. I am caught up on Original Sin, except for this stuff in my hand. One of the things is a duplicate. One is a back issue from last week, I believe, that somehow I just didn't get. And all the other ones, from what I can tell, are new. So my duplicate is The Amazing Spider-Man number 4. I like this cover. I didn't even realize that this cover was in my stack until I was compiling everything to make this video. I almost picked it up on my own at my shop because he gave me the variant, but he had this one, and I was like, I kind of like this cover better. I don't know why, there's just something about it that I really, really like. And then we have this variant cover that they gave me. And I like this one too, but I actually kind of like the standard cover better. This is the variant of Amazing Spider-Man number 4, which I just caught up on Amazing Spider-Man 2 and 3 yesterday. So I am now caught up on all things Spider-Man. I like where it's going. This is the first time that it's correlated with Original Sin. So I'm excited to see how Spider-Man fits into all the Original Sin stuff, because I'm liking Original Sin, I'm going to say. So far I don't really have any major complaints about it, so how's that going for it? This is the issue that I had to go back and get. Somehow I missed it. All New Invaders number 7. I really like this cover. I don't know why. It makes me happy, even though it's not really a happy cover, but I really like it. So I think it's the colors. We have Daredevil number 6, and I feel like I feel like this issue has been out forever because it's been advertised so much. And just stuff that I've seen. I always see like this picture everywhere, but it's finally out. So Daredevil number 6. We have Mighty Avengers number 12. That's out. I'm excited to see what's going on with this because I like the Mighty Avengers title for sure. It's like one of the few ones that Jonathan Hickman doesn't write or anything. So we have that. And then we have Original Sins number 4. I am caught up on Original Sins. I did go and finally get number 2. So this is number 4. I'm excited to read it. This one features Dr. Doom, the Young Avengers, which I think are going to be in all 5. It's like a 5-part story with the Young Avengers. And then Captain America. So excited to read this. I'm kind of confused that Captain America's in it because usually like the last story that's in here is always like super short and really is almost pointless. Like it's a good story, but it's never really long enough to actually be like a full story. We have Hulk versus Iron Man number 2. I believe this is also counted as Original Sin 3.2. Whichever title you prefer is what it is. So 3.1 was very interesting. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So I'm excited to see where this is going to take it even more. And then the end of the Original Sin pile begins the beginning of the Deadpool pile. We have 3 Deadpools that came out this week. The first one is Deadpool number 32, which is an Original Sin tie-in. And ironically, you have Deadpool reading a Deadpool comic on the cover. So it's sort of like a comic inside of a comic. Because if you think about that really hard, it might be confusing. So that's going on. And then we have the other 2. This one, I don't like saying this because I love Deadpool. Like, I have Deadpool on my shirt. I love Deadpool. I love everything about Deadpool. But I read the first issue of this series, and I really didn't like it very much. I hate saying that. I really do. I didn't really like it. It sort of wasn't a Deadpool comic to me. I'm not sure exactly what it was about it. I really was not a fan. I don't think I've ever said that about a Deadpool book. But it's Deadpool versus X-Force. This is the second issue. I'm hoping that this issue redeems itself a little bit. The main thing about it is, let me see if I can find where Deadpool is in this here comic book. He might not even be in here. Deadpool may not even be in this comic. That is how un-Deadpool-ish it is. Okay, so in Deadpool, in all Deadpools that I've ever read, whenever Deadpool talks, it is yellow bubbles. Every single time. Okay, see? White bubbles when other people talk. Deadpool talks, it's yellow. It's like that in this one, and it's like that in all of the other Deadpool comics. In this one, he gets white. He's still just in a white little bubble. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I like the artwork in this book. The artwork is not bad. I will never flat out say that I think that an artwork is bad because it's still better than I can ever draw. I just might not like the style with the comic and that kind of stuff. But I didn't like anything really about the first issue of this book. And the first thing that I noticed was the non-yellow of Deadpool's words. So we'll see if I like this one better. I'm hoping that I do because I really don't want to not like a Deadpool series. But we'll see. I'll let you know next week maybe. And in one that I do like, Deadpool Dracula's Gauntlet number 3. I'm excited to read this. And look, it's yellow right there. See? The world knows. Like, I've never read a Deadpool comic, really, that doesn't have the yellow thing. Like, that's just how it is. I don't know if that was, like, something that they just completely didn't think about or what's going on with that, but I don't like it. Okay, so Storm number 1, that came out. We are done with Deadpool and with Original Sin and all of that. We are at Storm number 1. I'm excited to read it. That's all I'm going to say. We have Wolverine and the X-Men number 6, which I really, really like this one a lot. If I had to have a top 4, I think this one would have been my number 4. But I like it. And then my top 3, it was actually a little hard to pick a top 3 this week because I feel like one of the ones that would have been in my top 3 I didn't get for whatever reason. But we have the one-shot of the Johnny Bravo part of the Super Secret Crisis War, which is like the Cartoon Network mashup of everything. I love it. I love there's a squirrel on the cover. I love that there's Johnny Bravo. I love all of the things. I'm excited to read this. I feel like I'm a child again whenever I read this, so it makes me happy. We have Saga number 21, which I like. It's probably the least exciting arc of Saga for me so far. It's not my favorite arc, but it's still good, and it's still one of my favorite comics. So hopefully it gets gets better and better and better with every issue. But right now it's not like, oh my gosh, I need to read this right now. It's like, okay, I'm gonna read it for like soon, but not like as soon as I get done making this video. And then my number one, of course, Revival number 22, 10 Seeley, Mike Norton, and Mike Norton's little deer on the cover. I love it. It's like it glows in the dark. Like, so I'm excited to read this. I like Revival. Besides one issue of Revival, I've loved every single issue a lot. So I'm really excited to read this. And those are all the comic books that I got this week. So, like I said, no cupcakes, which is good because this video's already gone on for a total long time. So I will see you guys in a couple days with another video. So, bye!